All right, we're going to put together the 2019 PK Ripper Replica from SE Bikes. Not made in America, of course, made in China. But what are you going to do, man? It's hard to get a bike made in America anymore. But when I was a kid, I rode SE Bikes. We thought they were like the coolest company. They were the most badass because they had Big Perry Kramer on their team and Stu Thompson back in the day and all the badasses. And if you guys know BMX history, actually, Matt Hoffman rode for SE for a little bit of time and shit, so it's really crazy. But anyway, when I was a kid, SE Bikes, Perry Kramer run the World Championships, and it was the shit. He had this black badass PK Ripper. So I've got my Master here that I always ride all the time. It's my regular ride. It's a replica of the 86 Master, booming. Freestyler now. But anyway, I usually ride that, but I saw this bike. I was like, holy shit, that bike is badass, man. I live near a rail trail, so I'm like, that'd be cool to go out and hang out with Christine, ride my F-Level 5 cruiser all the time. I thought it'd be cool to like have that and just go ride on. So I was like, I'm gonna get that bike and ride it. So we're in like September and just got now in late January. It took a while to get these bitches in, but we're gonna put this thing together. So SE Bikes since 1977. Got my SE cap on, so I'm gonna play SE Bikes mechanic today and channel the essence of Scott Breithaupt through my soul here and build this mug up. So let's see what we can do with the SE bike right here, man. This is the Perry Kramer replica. We ride as one. Got a little messed up there. Let's do it this way. Booming. Right on. Here we go. Bang. Shaka. All right, so obviously this came over as a real bicycle because SE sells to a lot of bike shops and shit. So I'm sure it's going to have stuff on it like reflectors and crap that I'm not going to want to use. Let me just lay it on my face real quick. That's better. Slide this mug over and see what we got in here. Let me get a pair of wire snips real quick so I can get these mugs opened up. There we go. Something here that'll cut some wire. Get the cable ties off, right on. So we're going to start sticking this thing together. You guys ready? Here it comes. Doot with the Master out of the way so I don't knock this thing over. Bum me out. There we go. Better. That's what we got here. First things first, we got the seat. Looks like something's broken here, which is probably not that good. We'll see what happens. You loving it. So it should be a Cash Max seat back in the day, man. Cash Max seats were the bomb. Diddly. I'm going to throw stuff out in front of me here, so this is going to be just a big pile of stuff I don't want. So we got the SE Cash Max replica seat right here. Fluted seat post, brah. We changed this shit up all the time when we were kids, man. It's what's cool about these bikes when they do these replicas and instead of around their Cash Max, we make them get the bag so you can see it. Boom. Cash Max seat. Is to have the old school style bike but with all the new style components, which really makes everything better. So you know you're going to ride this thing, it's going to last for a long time. But anyway, Cash Max seat, SC on it, bitchin'. Hopefully it's not my tuck wheel's broken or something. Anyway, up next, got this killer SE plate here. Yeah, number plates were this big back in the day, man. It was they were crazy big. Rad plates. A lot of places put stickers and sponsor stuff. People used to get contingencies for having stickers on their number plates and being in the magazine. I asked Rich Farside about that. He'll tell you he was getting paid for having stuff just on his number plate. Crazy, right? And the bag I don't need stinking bags, man. I think at this point we can drag and pull the bike out. Here we are. Boom. Ah, awesome. I can't believe they actually packed one in here with this. The full factory SE chain guard. Now we're not going to use it. Fuck that. I need a chain guard. What's in this box, man? What did they stick in here? My little buddies from China. What did Todd Lyons? Oh, I got my SE pads. My Shimano replica pedals. They got deflectors on them too. They're going to be coming off. So, SE pads, gold pads. Boom. Pretty cool, right? I got some camo pads I'm actually going to stick on this thing. They're going to be even cooler. But, yeah, we used to ride with pads all over our bikes to keep ourselves from getting wrecked. It was a good time. So I'm going to put these over here on the workbench as well. Cool stuff. What other stuff? Oh, they got a quick start manual, so you can start this out. Got the Perry Kramer bar ends. These are donuts, flanges for your grips. Cool. What the hell? Oh wow, I've never seen a CD for a bike before. That's wild. Anyway, it's in like 20 languages, but it shows you how to put some parts together on the bike. Doesn't really mean shit, but it's a pretty bitchin' looking put it out there. They put a lot of shit in here. Perry Kramer. Back in the day, they actually did have these player cards for shit. This is Perry Kramer, signed by Perry, the main man himself, the original world champion. The reflector. So done. Put that over here. Put the rest of the stuff. I gotta go upstairs in my scrapbookerini. I got some stickers here, which is pretty cool. I got an SE sticker on my car. I got a little jacked up there. We got the SE lightning bolt. Got Perry right there. Man, everybody wanted to be Perry. The brown and blue shit was the bomb back in the day. My buddy's got a light blue PK Ripper he loves. There's the bike itself as a sticker. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff they got there. And I'm gonna slide this over. And we're gonna take a look. Uh oh, there's a yellow tag on this. House. So here it is. Here's the actual bicycle itself. Redline flight cranks, replica graphite tough wheels. These aren't actually graphite, because graphite tough wheels themselves are like $300 back in the day. This is the bike right here. It's got the flight cranks on it. This is a replica of every bike that we us kids loved back in the day. So I'm gonna start snipping this thing apart. Actually, let's see if we can get it in the bike stand here. Now, I'm not somebody who goes bananas like worrying about a bike stand and condition and shit when I build it up or buy it or whatever. Like I like to actually go out and ride my bike. I'm not one of those collector guys that just buys them and sticks them away and shit. So I'm gonna put this in the bike stand here. Get hooked into here. Now, funny thing about SC bikes, back when we used to play with these as kids, my bike shop used to put these in the stands, and they would crush the aluminum. Because it's a thin wall aluminum, and it would just crack. It had this big vice looking crunch thing in its seat tube when they got done putting the bikes together, which was a friggin' mess. I'm gonna have to get some SE valve caps for this. It's not cool. SE valve caps. Get all this protective material, because people on the internet were complaining that their bikes were coming in scratched or something like that. I don't really complain. Bikes get scratched. Things can happen when you use shit. Right. Let's get these. I'm gonna drop my stuff. Let's get these power wing bars off. Power wang. Put that down. There we go. Get some bars off. Wax on bars off. Shit. Looks like Todd went back and said, before you guys ship these, you better make sure they're not getting fucking scratched and stuff out. God, there's a lot of crap. Alright, chrome handlebars, man. For a while there, chrome was the bomb. Everything was freaking chrome, and then something happened in freestyle, and everything became black. Everything was black for a while. It's really weird. Every piece of equipment was colored black. Okay, genuine Oakley B1Bs. I love B1Bs when I was a kid. That's Oakley. Okay, Oakley, before they became a sunglass manufacturer, used to make motorcycle grips, and then they started making sunglasses that were, I guess, way more profitable, and that is how you got the lunacy of the, used to be back to like $250 sunglasses back in the day. Like, nah, bro, not buying sunglasses. And I stopped buying Oakley stuff because they weren't around anymore, and it was like Amy and Mushroom and all these guys were big with that. So here are the, oh, you know what, I'm an idiot. Are these valve caps? These are the valve caps right here. These are the valve caps for this bike. I'm stupid. Thank you. I do have SE valve caps though. So there you go. There's the bars. Got the Tektro lever. Could use that back in the day. That little spring in there, hold it back. Little SE trick sticker on the handlebars. This isn't tight. Oh my gosh, that's tight. It should be tight. This is going to go on here eventually. Hopefully I bang that. Thank you. Boom. Gonna have some boom handlebars on there. Put that in the box for a second. Alright. How about we get some more stuff off this Get the wheel, tough wheel 1 off. Get the tough wheel off there, man. Yes, we used to race with tough wheels, mag wheels, believe it or not. And believe it or not, Kramer won freaking world championships on tough wheels. Is that nuts? Try to do that nowadays. Ain't gonna happen. Alright, I gotta get this thing going on. I see my shirts. For those of you wondering, yes, I'm wearing a high voltage, AC/DC high voltage sweatshirt on my body here. Because that was the name of my trick team back in the day, high voltage trick team. My boys Dan Menapace and Tom the Rad Kid, Chris Young, Matt Young, Eric Fleming. This is pretty bitchin'. I always loved graphite tough wheels, so it's really gonna be cool to ride with tough wheels again, just to cruise. I mean, it became a point in time where you had to like not ride those because the brakes didn't work and everything in freestyle, and it was just, we were sort of laughed out of the box by riding toughs in the late 80s. But now it's like everything old is new again, huh? Uh-oh. No dust. Oop, drop that off. Some more plastic garbage. Yes, sir. This is definitely cool. Really, really cool. It's like the old school SE stickers. These are landing gear forks, which were like the bomb fork back in the day. Everybody loved SE forks. They thought SE landing gear forks. They thought they were the best. They're still pretty good forks, but do have a tail of SE forks, SE landing gear forks. It's not a good tail. A lot of freestylers know who Jeff Cron is. Very good guy. Killer freestyler back in the day. Back in the early 90s, he would crush it on flatland ramps. It's just outrageously good. Annoyingly good for me, because I've been riding forever. Jeff comes in to see him and liberates everybody, but he would kill it at my ramp park. Well on his way to becoming like a pro. Probably one of the top guys out there. But he was at Scrap Skate Park, Hoffman State Skate Park in Chicago, Illinois, and was doing some kind of just air or something, a warmth air, I think. He was messing around on the ramps, and the landing gear forks he had snapped right off. Boom, right there, face first, and that was that, man. Poor old Jeff, still out there. Killer nature photographer. I'm going to put a link up on the tutorial here. He broke his neck, man, and he was not able to move from, basically, at that point in time, we couldn't move from the neck down really well, but eventually gained use of his arms and stuff pretty good, and does this outrageous nature photography. Dude is like insane. Like, it's like, he's like one of those guys, anybody who puts his mind to something and boom, he's on it. So shit happens, and he realized that that's, shit happens in life, and he had a great time at freestyle, and now he's doing his photography thing and making that happen. So. But anyway, SE bikes, man. In the late 70s, mid 80s, SE was like the bad boys of BMX. They were the bomb. We would all be looking at the camo bus that would go out there and do their thing. The camo freaking outfits. These guys were like the badasses, man. Like Bubba Hayes, shred on an SE. Perry rode SE forever. He never left the company. Braithop had his team out there, and SE bikes was just good. They always had them weird with SE. Like, they were really in demand, but yet they were never all over the place. They were never huge in the shops. Like, it was hard to get SE bikes. Scott Braithop's production schedule was just so weird with the bikes. Like, it was very scattered, so you could not always get an SE bike when you wanted it. They'd come out, you'd get some, and then they'd be gone. But I had a new PK Ripper. I had a couple of PK Rippers. I had still a PK Ripper. I think I had a Ripper at 1.2. But there's a sticker on here. Hold on. Sticker on here. It says BMX2. Something about wearing a helmet, riding at rotten night. Leave the snow. It doesn't apply to me, man. I had to ride a bike. I'm not one of those people. Seriously. This is probably one of those things mandated by the United States government, that if you sell a bicycle in the United States, you have to put a crazy sticker on there. I'm going to tell you exactly what this says. It's coming off. The Perry Kramer signature on the bike, though, will stay. Very cool. Always wear a helmet, number 1. Use lights when riding at night, number 2. It's a black bike, be bad. Read and understand the bicycle owner's manual. Part of it's in Chinese, so I really don't know how I do that, but bicycle for BMX 2. Bicycle for use by BMX riders that weigh more than 45 kilograms. So that'd be a lesson. I'm gonna put this in the manual so they understand. I did read this. So there it is. There's the beauty of the SE bike right there in its glory. I'm gonna show you everything here. So we got the handlebars will be going on soon. Booming. The plate. I don't know about the plate. It's gonna go on right away. I'm just gonna put it to the side. Pads a bit later. Seat's gonna slide in here. See, I can put the seat in here right now. Seat's gonna be pretty hot. I don't know what we got in here, but anyhow, the seat goes in there. We got our front wheel, which is right here, right in front of me, just behind me. Why is one tire bigger than the other? For some reason, in BMX, we always put the bigger tire in the front. Let's just do something real quick here before I take a 5-minute break and go with something to drink. I don't drink hard alcohol, so I'll just be drinking nonsense. Let's get the valve caps on this mug. So feel down, boom, 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 boom. At one point when I was getting back into BMX, I raced the entire season on a PK Ripper, regular size PK Ripper, and actually got number 3 in the state for old man expert class, which I was pretty stoked on. I was riding with Rich Farside and a couple of really good dudes, and I was in there at that point, comically, their support team or whatever it was. Basically, you buy the bike and you get like a jersey or something. And I was riding around on that, which is cool. It was cool, man. I'm not going to hate on it. I'm not going to hate anybody giving me a free something or anything, you know. It's hard to get people to give you stuff to help out your hobbies. So I'll put a little word out there. Rumor is that I might be giving Steve Wisbeski the BMXNJ stuff to put on to hang out with at the races this year. So give me 2 seconds here. I'm going to put this wheel on and then give you a heads up at what's coming next. And then we'll be right back. Anyway, all right, so the front wheel's on. That's on there. Let's take 5 and come back to this in a few moments. And I'm going to be continuing on talking about SE bikes and BMX and putting this bike together. And boom. All right, so we'll be back in, was that stupid thing with Dick Clark or something? 2 and 2. All right, we're back. We're going to do a little bit more work here, and I'm going to take a break again because I got some food cooking upstairs. The lovely Miss Christine Blake, Miss Chrissy Kittens, is making us dinner. So we're gonna do that next. But let's get some stuff cranked out. Let's do some work. Let's get some reflectors off this thing. Let's see if we can get the tough wheels cranked down and tight in here. I guess that's the thing right there. Stoked to see like the companies have like their old school guys still around. Harrow with DMC, SC with Perry Kramer, and Stu too. I mean, these guys created this whole lunacy that we call BMX, and they deserve recognition. And BMX is not a sport like or a lifestyle that people get a lot out of monetarily. You know, you get into it, you live it, and you have a job and make a living. You don't become a superstar and retire off of $85 million a year earnings like football, baseball, basketball, and hockey, and all those other guys do. This is something that you do because you love it. So to see them back in it and getting some recognition, hopefully some coin from these companies, is the bomb diggity. Let's use the snap pulling. I just getting over being sick. Let's go. So a really cool thing to see this bike show up in my place here. The PK Ripper. So let's get this gold stem. Gold stem. I used to have a gold stem. I think it was Mongoose's thing. So back in the day when you were a BMXer, you had Mongoose, you had Redline, you had SE bikes, and then you had GT come onto the scene. GT sort of just blew up and took everything over. But in the early days, the big guys were Mongoose, Redline, and SE. Mongoose, I think, was the biggest at that point. They had the most recognition. They had the most people buying their bikes, so they had the big sales. Redline was all over the place. But SE was like this weird underdog brand where, I don't know, man, they just seemed more hardcore than everybody else. Perry Kramer, like, he was a young dude, but he had the full-on mustache going on. He looked, he's probably like 22 or 23, looking like he was 30, and could shred you apart back in the day. And it's cool, man. It was a good time. It was a good era to grow up in. Come home when the street lights are on and shit. That was the way we lived our lives. And we go out with our buddies and build dirt jumps in the trails behind the house, in the parks, which still happens today. I live on a rail trail in Barnegat, New Jersey. I live right off the rail trail. And I was on it probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago with my gal Christine. And we're wandering around that thing. And sure enough, man, there's a couple of kids out there on BMX bikes, and there's like this bump on the side where the old part of the rail trail used to be, and those kids are out there, and what are they doing? Trying to clear the damn thing, man. Like, yeah, you got it, bro. So, it never ends. It's always going to be out there, man. Once kids have a bike, they're going to be going out and having fun. Alright, let's crank this, I gotta have to say it pretty high, because I've been used several times. Oh, here's a fun fact about the old PK Ripper bikes. We used to run the uni seats on. They're full plastic seats, and if you ran these up too high, like, we would run these things like way up, man. Like right here, this thing would break off right there all the time. Snap, snap, snap. It was not something you wanted to have happen. So don't run your seat up this high. You're going to keep the seat down. You want to get it to be about that low, so you want to make sure you're down below this tube here. So make sure you're down like in here somewhere. So there we go with this mug right there. Tighten this up a little bit. I'm going to set it later on. I'm going to tighten things up just enough so I can proper seat alignment, so I can adjust everything when I get it off the bike stand, so I can ride this mug around. Oh, we got reflectors on here now. I know a good person would be leaving the reflectors on and making sure they obey the law as written, but I am not riding around with reflectors on my BMX bike, man. I'm sorry. My apologies to the lawmakers, but it is what it is. I ride these back when I was a kid. I ain't riding them now. So it all comes with the reflectors. I'm going to take those off the pedals too in just a few moments. Get those mugs back in my hands. Hold on. Get that out of there. Both reflectors off now. Yeah, that's bitching, right? Perry Kramer Replica bike. The only cooler Perry Kramer bike was the baby blue one. That was freaking bomb too, but this is just cool, man. Got that old school sticker on there. It's cool. No, I'm gonna keep this Cashemax bag in case, keep in Asia, if you want to suffocate yourself with a Cashemax bag. That's by Cashemax. That's by Cashemax. Unfortunately. But, put this over there, that there. Now I gotta find where I put the pedals. Anybody saw where I put them? Ah, they're right here. The pedals. Boom. Back when I was racing and everything, the Shimano DX pedals were everything. Shimano brought those things out and everybody was running them. And I was no different, of course. I ran Shimano DX. They were the coolest things going. And these are sort of replicas of them. They're not exactly Shimano DX. They're OPEDX, something like that. So they've also got reflectors on them. Reflectors! Oh my goodness! I can see my feet in the night. Stay off the roads, kid. So I need to find a small wrench or something to get. Is there a nut that's on there? Nah, it's just popped in there. Okay, we're gonna just pop these things out and get this going. Let's see if I can get these out with a screwdriver. I do not want any pedal action on this bike. Any pedals. I don't want any pedals on my bike. I don't want any. Oh, it popped right off. There we go. Just come right off. You just take a screwdriver, boom, bam, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Oh, it's up on the ground. Oh, in case you're wondering where I'm doing this from, this is the basement of our new super old home. We live in Barnegat. Located 500 feet from the end of the rail trail that goes from Barnegat to Lacey Township. Make sure I got the right pedal. And just moved down here in the summer of last year. It's great. People are always out here on the rail trail. And if you're looking to open a bike shop, Barnegat, New Jersey, put it in town. I will guarantee you that you will crush it. There's not any bike shops along this rail trail at all. So come to Barnegat, open a bike shop up. Money. There you go. So that's my recommendation. Oddly enough, I believe I have a pedal wrench here somewhere. I used to have a pedal wrench. Wrench pedal. Tighten those down, might be good enough. This wrench here might do it too. Depends. That's not bad. I used to have a pedal wrench. There it is. This guy right here. This is a pedal wrench for a bike shop. It's like a real tool that a bike shop would use. Put down the pedal and crank it down. You got your pedals tightened up. Ba-boom. So yes, I used to work in a bike shop for a small amount of time. And I had a ramp park. So I remember called Rampeteria in South Plainfield. Dave win, so it was a good time. So there you go, man. There's the PK Ripper pretty much together at the moment. Make sure all of our I have a wrench, a flight crank wrench, or a flight crank wrench right here. Gotta make sure the flight crank bolts are tight. Make sure they are. Factory pin bolts gotta get a little cranked down. That's cool. So, flight cranks. When flight cranks first came out, they did not have pinch bolts in them. And I had one of the original pairs of flight cranks that were without pinch bolts. And you would ride, and the crank would start flopping because you're pedaling one way, or you lift up, and so you'd have these cranks that would be flopping all over the place. They were great advancement, but they completely sucked. And, oops. You're welcome. And the following year, or within like 8 months, they made an announcement that they were going to change the way the flight cranks were made. They put the pinch bolts on, fixed the entire thing, and now flight cranks to me are always better. I like flight cranks better than profile cranks because these are easy to take off, loosen 2 pinch bolts, slide the crank off. The profiles, you gotta beat them off with a wrench and everything. Fuck that. Anyway, so there you go. This is the full PK Ripper Replica. Let's see if we can get this on here. Here's the brake cable. There's that. Is that a screwdriver in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Loosen this little hinge up here. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. And we got it going on. Better. Alright, this is taking me back, man. It's been a long time since I've had like a regular, like old school BMX bike. These things were big with the fellas back then. Oh, let me just do this easily. So we're gonna tighten the brakes up a little bit. I love new school brakes. They're so much better than old school brakes. Thank you, technological advancements. I'm never one of those guys who hates on technological advancements. Just don't. I don't want to say I'm an early adopter because I don't have that kind of money. I might have tightened that up a little too much. In fact, I definitely tightened up too much. So to have this old school bike, same thing with my Master. It's the old school Master, but it's got all new school components on it. So it works way better than the old school version of that bike. So this bike is going to ride so much better than the old school version of it. It's funny to see SE bikes now. People hate on SE bikes because they have this whole bike life movement going on and these guys doing crazy shit. I don't agree with the whole going all over the roadway thing, getting traffic and stuff. If I didn't ride touching with the wobble over the place, but it's good enough. This will break after a while. And going out in the middle of traffic and doing wheelies and stuff, I mean, if you want to do that, it's fine, but if you get killed, it's not the fault of a guy driving a car. I mean, it's just stupid to do something like that. But I think it's cool, like, they just embrace the whole, if you ride a bike, it's cool. You should be riding an alternative bike. I think down where I live here, like in the summertime, it's all beach cruisers. Oof. I think beach cruisers are horrible. I think they're just ugly bikes. Not into them. I always just talk about how cruisers, BMX cruiser bikes, like racing cruisers, are so much cooler, so much better looking. And if shops opened up and went with that as like a recreational bike where people just rode the cruiser, number one, they're more comfortable. they're easier to take control of. I mean, you look at those guys on women on beach cruisers, and it's like, how the hell are you riding that thing, man? Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. It's just so handles like this and just wobbling all over the place. It's like, what? So I always thought it'd be cool to have people on those beach cruisers. And now they're, I mean, BMX cruisers, and they're now all over the place. So which is awesome. So that's it. I mean, that's the bike right there. It's all together. Easy build. I'm gonna show you the pads that come with it. I know I'm gonna do this for you guys. I'm gonna put the pads on that came with it, so you can all see what it looks like with the pads. But I have some camo pads that look really different. I'm gonna put on this thing because that's more. It's what we were about back in the day with SE. SE was the camo guys. I don't know what it was about that. It's just like they were these undercover, like. You also got to remember that at that point in time that the United States of America wasn't involved in endless wars. So it was a little bit of a different era than it is now. So camouflage and stuff like that was like almost a retro thing to do. So my father was a World War II veteran, so he thought that was pretty funky. Camo pants, camo jerseys, and the wings, and just like the flight squad and all this crazy stuff. So. Boom, 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 boom. So there it is. The SE PK Ripper Replica 2019. I'm going to take this thing down after I go eat some din din, and I'm going to adjust it so it feels good when I'm sitting on it, so when I take off and ride this thing, I don't feel like I'm going to crash into oblivion. Also get rid of all the junk in the box. I'm going to keep the box. It's cool to keep the box, man. Got an SE valve cap right here. I put on the trick little anodized gold valve caps are pretty bitchin' too. So this thing's really looking cool. You know, it's cool to have a bike with tough wheels on it, and it's a replica of the old school PK Ripper aluminum bike. So we'll be back after this, and then we'll tighten this thing up, make sure everything looks pretty good, and then. Be over and out with the 2019 SE Racing BMX Innovations PK Ripper Replica. Later. And we're back with the final finagling of this SE PK Ripper. So I put the regular pads on there. Everything is the way the bike looks from the factory. I showed you all the stuff it came with. PK Ripper stickers, the plate, everything, and I'll put that on right now. But I want to show you what I'm going to be riding this bike with because I'm more into the old school kind of stuff. These pads are cool, but they're not really what I want to ride on this thing. I'm running around. I'm more into camouflage pads. So I'm going to throw these pads on here. It's really wild looking. Right over that. Yeah, camouflage PK Ripper, baby. Let's see if this will fit this other pad we'll down here for the neck. And hopefully it will. If it does, we'll be really sharp here. Yeah. Cool. Just got done watching Future Man on Hulu. Funny show, man. Freaking hilarious. For next season, the Decathlon. Oh yeah. See you later, Tiger. So now we've got the SE Powerwing bars. Are freaking humongous. It's a little teeny tiny pad they gave it back then because these handlebars nowadays have like skinny little crossbars on them. Narrow, but it's cool. That's all I really needed anyhow. Flop around. Okay, so there you go. There's that PK Ripper with my little modification, which is camo pads on it, and that's the way it's going to be looking when I'm riding around on the rail trail and chilling on it. So I'm pretty stoked on this. What I'm going to do now is take it off the stand and adjust it so my butt will fit on it and everything will look good, so when I ride I don't feel like I'm like out of place or anything with it. So let's get it off the stand. What do you say? Pop that, because I didn't crush the tube here. oil. Go. Go crushing with the tube. Oh, other thing I gotta do is gotta put some air in the tires. So we're gonna put air in the tires right now. I know you guys are all dying to watch me put air in this bicycle's tires. Tough wheels. The reason we stopped using tough wheels back in the day, because you couldn't fill these mugs up with a lot of air pressure. Could not do it because they would blow off the rim. So I'm probably gonna go up maybe like 60 pounds with these mugs. That should be enough, and that'll be enough to ride around, do stuff on. So let's get the pump out here. I have a regular pump in the garage, but it's not out here right now. So at the compressor, so we're gonna use this pump here. Pump this tire. Cool. I also feel like to sit on this thing. Oh wow. Okay, cool. I guess I'm more of a Chicago bar kind of guy. I like my handlebars forward more. Push these out like that. Feels better. The seat feels right where it is there, so I'm gonna leave the seat there. But that's it, man. That's where I'm gonna leave my bars. We're gonna be right there. We're gonna crank this down, and that's it. I mean, pretty much out of the box. All I really had to do was adjust the handlebars after I put everything together. Bike feels really good, really solid. So it'll be interesting to ride this thing around. We'll get some videos of it this year. Maybe I can even jump it a little bit. See if the old man can catch a little teeny tiny bit of air, maybe. It's been a long time. It's not really what I do anymore. I remember back when we put necks on, they'd be twisting everything sideways. What a nightmare, man. Come so far with these BMX bikes, it's intense. Alright, let's just crank the seat down. Make sure this is tight. It'll double tap on the seat. Crank that up. This bike's cool. Definitely cool. Yes, there you go. Guess we put a lot of effort into it. Twist the seat sideways, but I can sweat it. There we go. Okay. Alright, so there it is. This is the 2019 PK Ripper Replica. I don't race anymore. It doesn't do anything for me, so I'm not concerned about taking this thing on a track or anything else. This is simply for me to have fun on the rail trail. Maybe do a couple of jumps on. So there it is. There's the 2019 PK Ripper Replica. Booming. See, he's got the little Perry Kramer signature sticker on there. Pretty cool. So that's it. On the bounce test. Everything sounds solid. Definitely digging it with the pads. That's cool. So it's gonna be fun to ride. So that's it. We'll give you the final sign off in just a few moments, and we'll be back. All right, we're good to go. Got the 2019 PK Ripper all set up. Doing a little bounce in here, taking my freestyle, old school BMX stuff back in the day, and that's it. That's it for the PK Ripper. We'll see you next time. Building some other crazy bike or some other stupid thing on my YouTube channel. Take it easy. Rock on, bro. BMX forever. Take it easy. Later, peeps.
Can you do this, Brett?
Yes, I can freeze on my bicycle, I'm sure.
Do you know what the temperature is outside?
I think it's in the single digits.
It is. It is 13.
13! Lucky 13. It's puberty outside.
Yes, with a wind chill of -6.
-6. So if I go even faster, I'll have more of a wind chill, it'll be even colder.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do this!
Ghost and Nicole, they're both not afraid of.
Okay.
You can go inside now. Slowing down.
Hurry up before you get frostbite.
All right.